All right, so I wanted to show you this time lapse of what I've decided to do on my 2-point linear perspective project. So over here I have all of the boxes coming up. I decided to use a checkerboard pattern because I thought it was a really great way to make it look like my building is sitting on a surface. But then I'm going to add in these elements to it to make it look like the actual checkerboards. You could fall straight through them. And since I'm going to be floating in space, it gives it this really kind of eerie illusion that you can fall through the holes and just like fly out into the depths of space. So that's what I'm going to try and create with mine. So I started with my vanishing points. I decided I wanted my checkerboard ground to go all the way out to both of my vanishing points, so all the way over to here down, and it even like comes off the canvas a little bit right here where I have my lines for my 15 by 18 rectangle, and it goes all the way back up to my other 2-point perspective dot. And then I ended up shading down along the edges because I wanted to go ahead and give it the illusion that it is popping off the surface. So over here, I decided to create my checkerboards in 1-inch increments. So I went ahead and measured out 1-inch increments, and you don't see that in the video, so I did want to go ahead and explain that to you. I put a dot on 1-inch increments from my starting point down below, that's not on the canvas, all the way over to the edge. And then I created my lines coming from my 2-point perspective. So they come all the way up from the line and then back down. So that's what you don't see on the video, but I wanted to explain that to you before we got started. And then the next thing I did, I went ahead and shaded on each top block where my top was going to be. So anywhere where that black block is going to be eventually, I went ahead and shaded it so I can see that darker area, even on the edges right here. All right, I'll continue. So next what I ended up doing, so here you're going to see I'm darkening up the shades. Now I started to do, watch this, I did it incorrectly at first, so I thought it was really important for me to show you this. So I am wanting to create those boxes where it looks like they fall through the surface. So to do that, you do have to do a shadow to make it look like you can see the inside of a box. So you're looking down into it. But when I did, the first thing you want to do is draw a line coming down. Now, originally I thought, okay, I need to draw the line from point to point, but that was incorrect. What you actually want to do is draw a line coming from the point directly down. So they're not going to align in a line coming down like this, like I originally thought. They're actually going to come down straight, come down straight, come down straight. And you'll see I do it incorrectly right here before I realize it's like jiggly jaggedy, and then I end up erasing it and I start putting my correct lines in. And I'll let you watch that. See, jiggity jaggedy, crazy. So I erased them because I was like, that is incorrect. So once I erase them, then I put in the correct ones. And that makes a huge difference. If you can see behind my hand right here, it makes a huge difference that you can see that. So I'm starting to put all of them in, and I'm shading them on either side. And you're going to start seeing all of those different boxes come alive. All right, now from here, what we're doing is you'll see that each of the boxes are shaded. You can see the tops of them. And then that's really where I stopped for my video tutorial. So for this week's submission, for week 2 submission, I want to see this kind of detail in it. I need to be able to see that you're working on this. Like I said, about 30 minutes per submission. So it's as if you're coming to class with me 4 days a week, at least 15 minutes, 4 days a week. I want to see work, which is really not as much as we would normally work on this. But I do want to see this level of detailing by the beginning of week 2. So your first week submission for week 2 should be this detailed. All right, you guys, if you have questions, please come to our tutorial Zoom meeting Monday or Wednesday at 8 a.m. So Monday and Wednesday, 8 a.m.